The book of Zechariah, chapter 7. And in the 4th year of King Darius, the word of the Lord came unto Zechariah in the 4th day of the 9th month, even in Kislev. For they had sent unto the house of God Sharezer and Regem-melech and their men to pray before the Lord, and to speak unto the priests which were in the house of the Lord of hosts, and to the prophets, saying, Should I weep in the 5th month, and separate myself as I have done these so many years? Then came the word of the Lord of hosts unto me, saying, Speak unto all the people of the land, and to the priests, and say, When ye fasted and mourned in the 5th and 7th month, even the 70 years, did ye fast unto me? Do I approve it? And when ye did eat, and when ye did drink, did ye not eat for yourselves, and drink for yourselves? Should ye not hear the words which the Lord hath cried by the ministry of the former prophets, when Jerusalem was inhabited, and in prosperity, and the cities thereof round about her, when the south and the plain was inhabited? The word of the Lord came unto Zechariah, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, Execute true judgment, and show mercy and compassion, every man to his brother, and oppress not the widow, nor the fatherless, the stranger, nor the poor, and let none of you imagine evil against his brother in your heart. But they refused to hearken, and pulled away the shoulder, and stopped their ears, that they should not hear. Yea, they made their hearts as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law and the words which the Lord of hosts sent in his spirit by the ministry of the former prophets. Therefore came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts. Therefore it is come to pass that as he cried, and they would not hear, so they cried, and I would not hear, saith the Lord of hosts. But I scattered them among all the nations, whom they knew not. Thus the land was desolate after them, that no man passed through nor returned, for they laid the pleasant land waste. Zechariah chapter 8. Again the word of the Lord of hosts came unto me, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I was jealous for Zion with great jealousy, and I was jealous for her with great wrath. Thus saith the Lord, I will return unto Zion, and will dwell in the midst of Jerusalem. And Jerusalem shall be called a city of truth, and the mountain of the Lord of hosts, the holy mountain. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, There shall yet old men and old women dwell in the streets of Jerusalem, and every man with his staff in his hand for very age. And the streets of the city shall be full of boys and girls playing in the streets thereof. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Will it be impossible in the eyes of the remnant of this people in these days? Should it therefore be impossible in my sight, saith the Lord of hosts? Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Behold, I will deliver my people from the east country, and from the west country, and I will bring them, and they shall dwell in the midst of Jerusalem, and they shall be my people, and I will be their God, in truth and in righteousness. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Let your hands be strong, ye that hear these days, these words in the mouth of the prophets, which were in the day that the foundation of the house of the Lord was laid, that the temple might be built. For behold, these days there was no hire for man, nor any hire for beast, neither was there any peace to him that went out or came in because of the affliction. For I set all men every one against his neighbor. But now I will entreat the residue of this people as aforetime, saith the Lord of hosts. For the seed shall be prosperous, the vine shall give her fruit, and the ground shall give her increase, and the heavens shall give their dew, and I will cause the remnant of this people to possess all these things. And it shall come to pass, that as ye were a curse among the heathen, O house of Judah and house of Israel, so will I deliver you, and ye shall be a blessing. Fear not, but let your hands be strong. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, As I thought to punish you, when your fathers provoked me unto wrath, saith the Lord of hosts, and repented not, so again have I determined in these days to do well unto Jerusalem, and to the house of Judah. Fear ye not. These are the things that ye shall do. Speak ye every man the truth unto his neighbor. Execute judgment truly and uprightly in your gates. And let none of you imagine evil in your hearts against his neighbor. And love no false oath. For all these are the things that I hate, saith the Lord. And the word of the Lord of hosts came unto me, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the fast of the 4th month, and the fast of the 5th, and the fast of the 7th, and the fast of the 10th, shall be to the house of Judah joy and gladness, and prosperous high feasts. Therefore love the truth and peace. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, that there shall come yet people and the inhabitants of great cities, and they that dwell in one city shall go to another, saying, Up, let us go and pray before the Lord, and seek the Lord of hosts. I will go also. Yea, great people and mighty nations shall come to seek the Lord of hosts in Jerusalem, and pray before the Lord. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, In those days shall 10 men take hold out of all languages of the nations, even take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew, and say, We will go with you, for we have heard that God is with you. Zechariah chapter 9. The burden of the word of the Lord in the land of Hadrach. And Damascus shall be his rest, and the eyes of man, even all the tribes of Israel, shall be towards the Lord. And Hamath, that shall also border thereby, Tyre also, and Sidon, though they be very wise. For Tyre did build herself a stronghold, and heaped up silver as the dust, and gold as the mire of the street. Behold, the Lord will spoil her. He will smite her power in the sea. She shall be devoured with fire. Ashkelon shall see it and fear, and Gaza also shall be very sorrowful, and Ekron, and her countenance shall be ashamed. And the king shall perish from Gaza, and Ashkelon shall not be inhabited. And the stranger shall dwell in Ashdod. I will cut off the pride of the Philistines, and I will take away his blood out of his mouth, and his abominations from between his teeth. But he that remaineth, even he shall be for our God, and he shall be as a prince in Judah. But Ekron shall be as a Jebusite. And I will camp about mine house against the army, against him that passeth by, against him that returneth, and no oppressor shall come upon them any more. For now have I seen with mine eyes. Rejoice greatly, O daughter Zion. Shout for joy, O daughter of Jerusalem. Behold, thy king cometh unto thee. He is just, and saved himself, poor, and riding upon an ass, and upon a colt of the foal of an ass. And I will cut off the chariots from Ephraim, and the horse from Jerusalem. The bow of the battle shall be broken, and he shall speak peace unto the heathen. And his dominion shall be from sea unto sea, from the river to the end of the land. Thou also shalt be saved through the blood of thy covenant. I have loosed thy prisoners out of the pit wherein is no water. Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Even today I do declare that I will render the double unto thee. For Judah have I sent as a bow for me. Ephraim's hand have I filled. And I have raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, and have made thee as a giant's sword. And the Lord shall be seen over them, and his arrow shall go forth as the lightning. And the Lord God shall blow the trumpet, and shall come forth with the whirlwinds of the south. The Lord of hosts shall defend them, and they shall devour them, and subdue them with sling stones. And they shall drink and make a noise as through wine, and they shall be filled like bowls, and as the horns of the altar. And the Lord their God shall deliver them in that day as the flock of his people. For they shall be as the stones of the crown lifted up upon his land. For how great is his goodness, and how great is his beauty! Corn shall make the young men cheerful, and new wine the maids. Zechariah chapter 10. Ask you of the Lord rain in the time of the latter rain. So shall the Lord make white clouds, and give you showers of rain. and to everyone grass in the field. Surely the idols have spoken vanity, and the soothsayers have seen a lie, and the dreamers have told a vain thing. They comfort in vain. Therefore they went away as sheep. They were troubled, because there was no shepherd. My wrath was kindled against the shepherds, and I did visit the goats. But the Lord of hosts will visit his flock, the house of Judah, and will make them as his beautiful horse in the battle. Out of him shall the corner come forth, out of him the nail, out of him ye bow of battle, and out of him every appointer of tribute also. And they shall be as the mighty men, which tread down their enemies in the mire of the street in the battle. And they shall fight, because the Lord is with them. And the riders on horses shall be confounded. And I will strengthen the house of Judah, and I will preserve the house of Joseph. And I will bring them again, for I pity them. And they shall be as though I had not cast them off. For I am the Lord their God, and will hear them. And they of Ephraim shall be as a giant, and their heart shall rejoice as through wine. Yea, their children shall see it and be glad, and their heart shall rejoice in the Lord. I will hiss for them and gather them, for I have redeemed them, and they shall increase as they have increased. And I will sow them among the people, and they shall remember me in far countries, and they shall live with their children and turn again. I will bring them again also out of the land of Egypt, and gather them out of Assyria, and I will bring them into the land of Gilead and Lebanon, and place shall not be found for them. And he shall go into the sea with affliction, and shall smite the waves in the sea, and all the depths of the river shall be dried up, and the pride of Assyria shall be cast down, and the scepter of Egypt shall depart away. And I will strengthen them in the Lord, and they shall walk in his name, saith the Lord.